Basingstoke, bottom of the Conference South, produced the biggest upset of the first round, beating Carling Cup heroes Chesterfield in their own backyard. Matthew Warner hit the winner 25 minutes in. The League One side have celebrated cup giant killings this season against Manchester City and West Ham, but this day belonged to Basingstoke.
League One high flyers Yeovil were the masters of giant killing in their non-league days, but they were left red-faced at Rushden. Chris Hope put the conference side in front. A captain's header. Keeping his eye on the ball for their second was Michael Rankin. Rushden's overexcitement was briefly interrupted as Yeovil came back into it. Chris Cohen with the feint, and then the execution. Purposeful running signals hope, but it wasn't to be, because ghosting in at the far post to volley in his second was that man Rankin. And he had his celebration all worked out.
The lowest ranked club in the competition scored the quickest goal of the day. Leatherhead of Ryman Division 1 South were in front at Torquay after just 72 seconds. Ian Hendry stooping to head home Jamie Beer's well-delivered free kick. That lead held for fully 55 minutes before Jamie Ward scrambled a Torquay equaliser. And Leatherhead's cup dream was over 18 minutes from time. Lee Andrews' ball was nodded across goal before substitute Chris McPhee, who'd only been on the pitch for 3 minutes himself, placed his header into the corner for Torquay's winner.
Oldham almost came unstuck against Kettering, 67 places and 3 divisions below them. Neil Trotman's first senior goal seemed to have put League One Latics out of sight at 3-1, but Kettering of the Conference North mounted a magnificent revival. Former Norwich striker Zima Abbey was fleet of foot there as he skipped away to make it 3-2. And Rockingham Road really was rocking when Brett Solkin's looping header brought the scores level 6 minutes from time. A replay, surely the home fans hoped. Maybe even a winner. Well, there was one, but Oldham got it to spare their blushes. Substitute Chris Hall rising to the occasion to get the crucial goal deep into stoppage time.
Oxford United are top of the conference and unbeaten this season. It took Wycombe till midway through the second half to put their local rivals in their place. Will Antwi the scorer. But feisty Oxford fought back. Gavin Johnson's free kick equalised 5 minutes from time. Heads turned to a replay. Hearts turned to despair within seconds. Kevin Betsy crossed. And Stefan Oakes struck, sending the League Two side into the second round.
All we've got time for now is the best from the rest of the FA Cup first round.
Northwich Victoria, no strangers to causing FA Cup upsets in the past, were crushed by League One Brighton. A hat-trick from Jake Robinson did for the Vics. 9 minutes after the restart, Robinson added his second and Brighton's third as they eased towards their first FA Cup victory in 5 years. His third goal was the pick of the bunch as Brighton went on to score 8 in all. It was the Seagulls' biggest ever victory at the Withdean Stadium.
Nottingham Forest carried their league form into the Cup against Conference Southside Yeading. Chris Commons won the tie with a first half hat-trick, his opener a dipping 35-yarder. His second came after 31 minutes, Commons finishing a fluent Forest move in some style. His hat-trick goal was more of an opportunist effort, following up after Junior Agogo's shot had been blocked.
Brentford have reached the fifth round the last 2 seasons, but without a win in 14, they were ripe for a cup sting. Lewis Skye skipped through the Bees' defence to score the only goal of the game. Or was it? Watch carefully, you decide. Mark McCannon was adamant he'd scored another for Doncaster.
Paul Sturrock took charge of Swindon for the first time and saw them spring something of an upset. Christian Roberts scored twice as they beat Carlisle 3-1. This the final goal of the game from Roberts deep into stoppage time. A winning start for the manager and a place in round 2.
Bishop Stortford briefly led Southern Premier high flyers Kings Lynn, thanks in part to one-time Wycombe FA Cup hero Roy Essendoe. A goalkeeping howler from Chris Wright allowed Michael Frew to haul the Linnets back into it. Frew scored twice in a 5-3 victory as Kings Lynn progressed to round 2 in this their 17th appearance in the FA Cup proper.
Darlington were never really troubled by Conference Southside Lewis. They won the tie at a canter. Martin Smith's injury time perler, the pick of the bunch.
Salisbury City gave their manager and 1976 FA Cup winner Nick Holmes a birthday to remember. Scott Bartlett rounded off a convincing win. The Conference South side are through to the second round for only the second time in their history.
Staffordshire bragging rights were at stake in this tie, as well as a place in the next round. The goals all came in the second half, and Nigel Clough's Burton seized the initiative through Darrell Clare. Kevin Poole will have nightmares about Tamworth's equaliser. John McGrath's corner seemed to deceive him, and it was 1-1. All to play for as the clock ticked towards a replay 15 miles down the road. But John Stevenson wrote his name in Tamworth folklore with a stunning winner in stoppage time. Nothing Kevin Poole could do about that. Tamworth off 3.